Okay, so I just recently found this random topic generator. Actually, I didn't find it. I found out about it from a very YouTuber that I watch and highly respect. His name is the Swedish lad.
This ad will end in 14.
And he did a video on talking about random topics in Swedish, and I thought, okay, this would be a good conversation starter for when I talk to my friends, because sometimes we run out of topics to talk about. So in this video, I'm going to show you the random topic generator, and I'm going to talk to you about my personal controversial opinions about some of these topics. Now, if they are too personal that I can't put on this channel, I won't talk about it. But I want to start a conversation with you guys. Out of these topics, what do you think? Like, what is your opinion on some of these topics? I want to know. And I want you to and we're going to have a discussion in the comment section below. So, when I talk about these topics, if you have something to add to what I said or something different to what I said, post it in the comment section below, and let's talk about it, because I love interacting with you guys, and I want more interaction on my channel. I want to put more interactive content out there on my channel, and I haven't done it in a very long time. So, without further ado, let's get started. So this generator, it has a generate button. It also has a topic selector. So right now I have it selected for anyone. There's business, couples, family. So you can choose out of these 5 categories. And then there's a generate random topic button that you can click on, or you can just press enter.
Generate one. What is your favorite piece of technology that you own?
What is your favorite piece of technology that I own? I would say...
Loading ad. Loading ad.
I would say an iPhone. But honestly, I don't really have a favorite piece of technology, except, like, I like everything from Apple. Apple wins. I'm addicted to Apple. I've been using Apple for almost 6 years now, and, I like their accessibility features. I like how accessible everything is, and how they're so open to user feedback on their beta profiles and everything. So, Apple, I love Apple. I know a lot of people I've been criticized a lot because I'm such a huge Apple fan, but honestly, like, I don't care. And, like, if you don't like Apple, that's your, preference, but don't disrespect me for my preference.
Generate random. What was the last book you read?
What was the last book I read? I am not a reader. So I'm not really that much into books. I don't really like books that much. I prefer to watch videos and stuff. But the last book I remember reading, I would have to say is Truth and Bright Water for my novel study. And I actually still have that book downloaded on my computer that I purchased for my books. It's a really good book. The end is very sad and very confusing and, like, questionable, but I do like the book. It teaches you a lot about Indigenous in Canada and stuff like that. And the author of the book, he is a very firm believer in, like, Indigenous culture and stuff. So the book is called Truth and Bright Water.
Loading ad. This ad will end in 15.
Truth and Bright Water, and I really recommend that book.
Generate random topic. What old trend is coming back these days? What old trend?
What old trend is coming back these days? Gosh, I can't think of anything. I honestly can't think of anything. I feel like a lot of old trends are disappearing. I don't know any of them that are coming back. I mean, like, glasses are becoming obsolete because of contact lenses and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of it is disappearing. I don't know of anything that's coming back.
Generate random. If you had intro music, what song would it be? Why?
If you had intro music, what song would it be? I love a lot of songs. I'd probably go with, I don't know. I don't know. I like so many songs. It's hard for me to pick a song that I would use for an intro music. Maybe, I feel like if you're talking about, like, music that might help me get up in the morning and get started throughout the day, I would probably go for En God Stekt Pizza, by Staysman and Laz. Only because the music is very upbeat. But if you're talking about intro music for a YouTube video, like, you know, the intros that I use and what people use and stuff like that, I would probably go with, that one I don't know, but I know that if
This ad will end in 29.
Oh my gosh, ads. But it depends on what intro music you're talking about, I would say. Like, if you're talking about intro music that would get me up in the morning, I'd probably go with En God Stekt Pizza.
Generate random topic. You have to relive one day of your life forever. Which day do you choose?
You have to relive one day of your life forever. Which day would you choose? I would choose, May 28th of 2016. That day I had my really fun year-end showcase. It was a dance show for all the pure motion dancers at our studio, and I think I would go with that. I can't really think of anything else, but I would go with that. But honestly, like, my entire year of grade 7, 8, it was the most exciting year for me when I was 13. Like, I started getting into games. I had my first phone. I started YouTube then. It was an interesting one.
Generate random topic. What cartoons did you watch as a child?
What cartoons did you watch? I wasn't really a fan of cartoons, so to speak. I don't really remember watching any cartoon. I know I've watched, like, a kids show, which I guess you could consider as a cartoon. I don't know. But the only show that I remember watching as a kid is Thomas the Tank Engine in preschool. And another Korean kids cartoon called Bororong. And my brother really liked Doraemon, which is like a kitten cartoon, a Korean kitten cartoon.
Loading ad.
My brother really liked that.
This ad will end in 15.
My brother really liked that cartoon, and I think I've watched it a few times, but the only thing that I remember watching as a kid is Thomas the Tank Engine. And I watched that in preschool.
Generate random. What's the most frustrating app you have tried?
What's the most frustrating? What's the most frustrating app that I've tried? I would say Pudding TV. Now, okay, don't get me wrong, you guys. I'm a huge fan of Pudding TV. Now, if you don't know who Pudding TV is, they're a group of children's YouTube creators. They're my favorite. They've helped me, get used to the Norwegian language. I'm still subscribed to him. I still have his email, and I've sent him a few videos, including the one from this 17th of May. But their app, not only do you literally have to use it in landscape orientation, which is very uncomfortable for me, considering that I'm a voiceover user and I use pretty much most of the stuff in portrait. Even with the landscape orientation, it's very inaccessible. If you have an app that requires you to use it in landscape orientation, there's a good chance it's not accessible for voiceover. Just a heads up. But yes, the most frustrating app I've tried is either Pudding TV or Narrator's Voice, both of which I still have on my phone. And don't ask me why. I just do. But yes, I would say both of those, one of those or both, has been very, very frustrating for me.
Generate random loading ad. Click or press enter to generate a new. This ad will end in 30. Link copied. What's the most addictive mobile game you have played? What's most addictive mobile game?
What's the most addictive? Oh my gosh, I definitely know the answer to this one. BitLife. Come on, BitLife. BitLife, BitLife, BitLife all day. I could literally play that game all day. There has never been a day since I first installed BitLife that I've never picked up my phone, laid in bed, opened BitLife, and played it for at least an hour. There's never been a day that went by without me playing BitLife. BitLife, I love it so much. It's very addictive. I would say another addictive game that I have on my phone is Doing It Right, which I found out about that game from Yelp. And that game, it's very addictive because it's very hard. You have 15 achievements, and each achievement is very hard. It's like, maybe no left. And I'm like, okay, what am I doing here? Like, but I would say the most addictive, the top two, Doing It Right and BitLife.
Generate random talk. If you had $10 million, would you still be working / going to school?
If you had $10 million, would you still be working / going to school? I would say so, yeah. I mean, even if it's stressful, because, like, when you have money, right, you spend it on a lot of things, and the more you spend money, you lose that money, right? So, even if you had $10 million, eventually you're gonna lose that money to something. Whether it's a house, a car. So I would say yes, I would still work, even if it's stressful, even if, I don't want to get up out of bed and go to school and go to work.
Loading ad.
I think I would still do it only just to keep that money, like, up. Because I feel like eventually you're going to lose that money anyway, because you're always paying for financial things, you're always paying for things you want, vacations, games, toys, whatever you need to pay for as an adult, as a parent, that I don't think, even if you were that rich, I don't think it would be enough to make me quit work. I think that you still need to keep working to get that balance, get that money, like, going. It's kind of like a river. You have to keep that river going. If you don't care for the river, you don't attend to it, that river will eventually stop flowing. It's kind of like that. I see it as that ideology. All right, one more topic, and then we're going to end the video.
Generate random talk. Who in your life brings you the most joy?
Who in my life brings me the most joy? Oh, this one is so easy to answer. My friends. My partner, my linguistic partners, who are also my biggest friends. Yup definitely brings me the most joy. I've made a whole video about that on this channel. It's nearly impossible for me not to be unhappy or nervous or scared when I'm in a call with him, because he's just such an energetic person. But I would say that not just him, like, all of my friends just bring me so much joy so much compassion in my life. I have to say, all of the shout out to my international friends out there. Chris, definitely, he's a very passionate person. He's very brave. He's actually heading off tomorrow, which is, I have mixed emotions about it, but, But all my friends, they bring me so much joy, they bring me so much compassion, as with, for someone struggling with mental illness like myself, it's very critical. Like, I need those things in my life. And to have people that support me and support my linguistic choices and to support my life choices, that enough brings me a lot of joy, and I appreciate that very much. well, that was my random topic generator video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any responses to some of these topics, you can leave them down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.